Okay, let's have some fun here with this one. I love to see that our favorite division rival, the Chicago Bears, went out feeling good about themselves. Got the first pick because they
Got the
suck.
ninth pick.
Got the ninth pick because they suck. They got a bad quarterback that they don't know what to do with. Do we trade him? Do we keep him? Everyone wants to keep him.
But they convince
Meanwhile,
themselves that he's a good quarterback.
yes. Meanwhile, in the second half of games, his completion percentage is like 58%
Yeah.
when it's like the game's on the line. The Bears, they go out and signed our old buddy DeAndre Swift for just a big old contract. Your thoughts on that? And we'll talk about players that we didn't get and why it was so smart. I know we weren't looking for Swift, but let's just start with the Bears throwing a big contract to a guy that we know isn't very good. And then we'll talk about some other guys that we passed on.
Yeah. So here's the deal with Swift. He's played in the NFL for 4 years. He's been majority injured for 3 of those 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
He stays healthy in Philly because everybody stays healthy in Philly for some reason. I don't know what they put in the water over there, the city of brotherly love, right? But he stays healthy. So all of a sudden people think, oh, this is a healthy running back. No, it's not. And, oh, this is a really good running back. No, it's a running back that was behind the only offensive line. The only offensive line that was better than the Eagles last year was the Lions. So he was sitting there behind the second best O-line in the NFL. And in the 3 years with the Lions, they were a top 5 line.
Yeah.
And he still couldn't produce that much. The dude has almost zero contact balance. He's an okay route runner, I guess, for a running back. He thinks that he can catch the ball, but 8.5 million, that made like Chicago. We just got your running back for 6 million a year. I'd rather have David Montgomery than Swift. And I'd much rather have Gibbs on a rookie contract than Swift. At 8.5 million. So that's just another area. Brad Holmes saved $3.5 million a year, $4 or $5 million a year, and has a better running back. Thank you. That's why you build through the draft.
That's why you built. Exactly. That's why you built through the draft. Smart move by Brad Holmes. A little under the radar. Trade Swift, draft Gibbs, got flack for it. What's Gibbs do? Comes in explosive as we thought Swift would be. That's the explosiveness that we thought.
Yes.
But you nailed it. You can be fast. You can be shifty, a la Amir Abdullah. But can you take a hit? Can you take a little push? Gibbs is out here just getting smashed against the sideline. How many times was that collision against the sidelines? And he just, it's just like this cloud of dust. And if it comes and he's just standing there, he never went down. And you're just like, dude, this guy, you know, we all know the run in the playoffs where he slows down just to throw a guy down. He's just taking big hits, you know, against the Chiefs. Just gets crushed. He's like, oh, I'll spin off that and gain another 7. Like he did that all year. So Jahmyr Gibbs is who we all were waiting for Swift to be. He's clearly not that. We saw on Hard Knocks how Swift, something, we don't know exactly, but remember how they're like, dude, hit the hole. Like you're literally not. Go, you see where that is? And he's just
cut back inside. Cut back inside.
So
cut back inside.
Then he was like, all right, you know what? I am a tough running back. And he tried to be like tough and like put his head down. He's just getting smashed. And it's just like, that is it's 8 to 10 of those moves that Brad Holmes has done by Swift. Boom, you know, and it's just like, that's the type of stuff that's really good. Okay. Let me go to
by the way, stay on this one because that's a 3rd round compensatory pick next year with Jonah Jackson. Ooh. With us losing Jonah Jackson, that's the thing we're not talking about here. So, with the big contract that he just signed, that's going to be a compensatory pick, 3rd, at least 4th round, but probably 3rd. So you let Jonah Jackson go, you save $51 million, and then you're like, oh, we'll go trade for Carlton Davis. We'll trade a 3rd round pick. And it's just like, oh, that's not even a big deal. That's not even a big deal because we're going to get a 3rd round pick next year.
Yeah.
For Jackson, these are the little games that he's able to play that he just gets. As soon as Jackson signed that contract, he probably is thinking to himself, oh, we could probably give away a 3rd round pick.
Yep. Oh, yeah. There it is. We can, we can trade that. This guy, this is funny. What do you mean homers? Like, what are you talking about? We have a channel called Sports Talk Detroit. We're wearing all Lions and we're talking Detroit and we like the
It's a
team.
Lions hat.
Yeah,
That's a
Lions.
signed Hutch jersey back
What?
there.
What are you
You know,
talking? What
like
do you mean homers? Come on.
Barry Sanders signed football from Hall of Fame induction. It's very small football. I can fit it in my hand.
Yeah, Dan Campbell jersey. That's a Barry Sanders, but yeah, we're Lions fans. Okay.
What does that banner say behind you?
Detroit Lions, masked man.
I love another comment too.
Where hit it?
And I don't know, I can't find it now, but it was like it was by the homers one, but it was just like only if they stay healthy. This is a genius play, right? Which is fine. Like, yes, putting all of our eggs in a broken, but we are already putting our eggs in a broken basket. I don't understand that. Every NFL team, it is if your best players stay healthy, you're good. But if your best players get hurt, you're screwed. Like, that was the theme of free agency to me. I don't know about you, Chris. Like, the theme so far today was how much people are finding ways to re-sign their own talent. That happened all over the place. Yes, there were players that were going, but by and large, it was a ton of players staying with their own teams, knowing that, like, because their teams know what they have in them.
Yep.
We know what we have in Penei Sewell. We know what we have in Graham Glasgow. That's why we're trying to do it.
Absolutely. And so we're not going to go and we're going to, there's some other players out there that had the big contracts. The guy that went to the Raiders, Wilkins, who is just like, see ya. You said it. Like, hey, you know what? He's a great player. And you know what? Fine. If he deserves it. And if they want to do it, great. But we are not going to go on these huge contracts. Just not what we're going to do. And instead, Brad Holmes trading for guys, filling the holes right now. Someone put the comment in here is perfect. Fill holes, draft talent. That's what we're going to continue to do. And you said it. We gave up a 3rd round pick this year because we're going to get one next year. And we're going to have extra fourth next year and an extra 6th next year. Yep. So Brad Holmes is never going to just be like, like the Rams there for a while. They'd have like a 3rd and a 5th round pick. That was all they have. They're just, and shout out to them. They won the Super Bowl.
Kind of like the Browns this year.
Yeah.
A 2nd, a 4th.
Dude, now we got picks. We're awesome. So, appreciate vision wise.
There you go.
You.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Oh my gosh. What's this? Davenport clear. Davis trade is good. Those 6th round picks are most likely not going to be picked. More wiggle room for, love it. Those will be pieces that he can move around with. Absolutely.
When you hear the term Mighty Morphin, finish the sentence.
Mighty Morphin? I don't know. Well,
Power Rangers?
Used to love Power Rangers.
You might have. I didn't. I was a Ninja Turtles guy.
Yeah, but then Power Rangers came after that. If you wanted in, not after, but like it was in. I wanted to be in, and then it just, boy, it really got weird. It was weird to begin with, but then it was like,
really
other
weird. People love the Power Rangers, and I'm just like, I'm not here for it.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Dang it. So let us know in the comments. Grade Davenport and grade Davis. Grade Davenport, grade Davis. I would give the Davenport just right out of the gates a B-. Like, fills a hole.
Yeah, people really don't like Davenport. Why?
I know.
Like, it's $6.5 million if he's garbage for a 1-year deal. That doesn't hurt us. We have the money. Yeah. And if he's really good, it's $10.5 million. Let's go. I will say, you're
go back.
DuckTales.
You're getting weird. Keep going.
I was going here. Why haven't we got the St. Brown deal done? Does he want $30 million? Does he want to be above Tyreek Hill? Does he want to be the number 1 paid wide receiver? And we don't want to do that. What is it? I think that's just Yeah,
I know. Davenport is always injured. Chase Young, boy, he fell off, didn't he? Like one day, it's like this dude's coming out of Ohio State with his jersey tucked up, his 6-pack showing, and you're like, this is who I want. And then
number 2 pick,
or
one or two.
Then the next thing, he never plays. Then he's traded, and then his career's over. Okay, cool.
Was he drafted 1 pick ahead of Okudah?
Was that the same
I want
year?
to say like they went him at 2, and I just remember being like, why are we at 3? Like, I just remember being so upset because I felt like Young was just a no-brainer. He's going to be phenomenal.
Yep.
Right. And the quarterback, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Trevor Lawrence that year. It was somebody that was good. And it's like they went 1, Young 2, and I'm just like, and we're left with Okuda, who might be good, but I hate drafting a corner at 3. That was rough. I remember that year.
A lot of rough stuff going on in that time. Jamie Jones is just like, you know what, Davenport? D. Hey, I appreciate you commenting. That's
D for Davenport.